There we go, my man.
Man, I was ready to hang up
I,
on you.
I was, yeah, no, I wouldn't have blamed you, man. I wouldn't have blamed you.
Nah, I'm still a little old school. Hold on, let me kind of get situated here.
No
Okay,
worries, man.
I'm off my phone here instead of my computer. But yeah, here you go.
Take
So,
a minute and smoke a bong rip if you need. No rush, no rush.
all right, well, you talked me into it.
Good man, good man. So yeah, it's been a minute. It's good to see you. Lots happened in boxing and life since we last spoke, and it's exciting, man. It's an exciting time.
Yeah, they're all exciting times, bro. I got the best job in the world.
You
I'm
goddamn right it is.
excited for you, but I go through this all the time. So
Absolutely,
yeah, so
absolutely.
it's been a blessing. I worked with Mike Tyson, and get much bigger than that. I think they say a total like 120 million eyeballs that are tuned in, and people are still stopping me. And yeah, so this is the golden age of social media entertainment.
And it's kind of creating a new golden age of boxing with Turkey doing what he's doing on that end, with the social media influencers boxing, whether it be good or bad with how people view it. No matter what, it's growing massively
Yeah.
globally.
Oh yeah. No. Hey, I'm 100% Jake Paul and Logan Paul and
Yeah, man.
KSI and all these guys. I've been with them. I've worked with them. I know them, and they're good people. And they're bottom line is they're having fun. They're entertaining the fans, and they're making money for people. And Jake Paul and Logan, and I mean, shoot, I worked with KSI, trained when he fought Logan Paul. So yeah, just good people. And then of course the boxing team with Turkey. He's kind of making some big changes, and let's see if he gets into the healthcare of fighters, the
Yeah,
housing care of fighters,
yeah.
pension plans, insurance, and let's see if he gets into the business aspect. You can't be like Elon Musk and try to buy everything without really having knowledge of what you're buying, and you got to understand the plight of these fighters,
Mhm.
and somebody has to take care of them on uh, 10, 15, 20 years from now. I just,
Let's
yeah.
let's get right into that because GFL, that new league, and it's also getting a lot of flack, but that's something they're putting up right on their posters is that they're allowing pension plans, retirement funds, et cetera, for their fighters. What do you think about that being set up in a boxing? That it seems like we're so far from that in UFC and boxing in that side.
I've heard about GFL. I know some of the guys, but I don't really know the concept of who's putting it together. And
Yeah,
I'm surprised I haven't heard more from it.
yeah.
And but if they're talking pension plan and insurance plans, and that's talking is always great.
There's a lot of talk.
And
Yeah.
well, let's get a little bit deeper, and I'll give you some info on a one-on-one basis. Is my daughter Carla works with this foundation that Kung Lee and Nate Quarry and all these guys that sued the UFC. Uh, I think let's see, I went Friday with the North Dakota. Thursday, I got invited to dinner,
Mhm.
and it was Carlos Newton, and Kingsbury, and all these guys, and a bunch of attorneys, and they had just won $375 million lawsuit from the UFC. So these fighters are getting contributed for some of the work that they did when I was there. I worked with every
Mhm.
one of these guys. So I'm so proud of them. It took them 12 years, but yeah, we're in the modern age, bro. And then if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it?
Damn right.
And if you got resources, and it takes resources and it takes everything to, when's that going to be done and take care of these fighters?
Mhm. Yeah, it's. I'm glad you've always advocate, like you said, you're the MLK for that community in that sense. Honestly, even with, I heard you were doing the because obviously we talked about and went over boxer's nightmare, but MMA fighter's nightmare as well. Any updates on the MMA side of that production being completed, possibly?
It's funny. I was just talking to my daughter Carla today, and we were talking. I was pleasantly shocked when I got invited to dinner.
Mhm.
When my daughter Carla invited me, because her and Rose Gracie, a part of the Gracie family, kind of spearheaded a lot of this with these people. So she was involved in it, right? And I'm very proud of her for those actions. But when she invited me to dinner, because the next day I flew out to North Dakota,
Yeah.
and she invited me to dinner at a Thai restaurant, and of course, I was stationed in Thailand, right? So I walk in, it's all the attorneys, and then I start seeing one by one. these UFC fighters, Nate Quarry and Brandon Vera and Carlos Nude. They're all kind of, man.
Oh shit.
They're giving me hugs like babies.
Yeah, man.
You know, oh, Stitch, I love you. And I mean, talk about the feeling of power, right, and recognition. But these guys won, and my plight is still to continue and let them get pension plans. Taylor, let me tell you, man, I've been gone for the UFC what 10
Yep.
years, and guys I hadn't seen in that period of time when I left, I see them now 10 years later, and their speech pattern has changed. So it is now what Boxer's Nightmare was talking about, and nothing was done. Now it's affecting MMA fighters.
I'll tell you exactly, man, because so I've been in the pretty tight with the Muay Thai community here in Canada. Stitch, I'll tell you, I've seen it within 2 years with some guys. Within 2 years,
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine a decade. I couldn't imagine 20 years.
yeah,
Even after a knockout, you notice guys twitching, having issues talking the next day. You don't know if that they're waiting for it to go away. Look at John Wayne Parr, one of the greatest fighters of all time, Muay Thai athletes of all time, just came out recently diagnosed with Tourette's and that tick, right? So it's really coming, like you've said too. It's taken a long time,
yeah,
but it's really coming to light now, and it's better to attack it head on than just like, for instance, right with Wayne Parr. There's a video of him breaking down, and you hate to see it. He doesn't even know what's going on,
yeah.
and it's heartbreaking, man. But it's needed. It's hands down needed.
Hey, man, I got one of my best friends, and I worked with him. He was a world champion in boxing. I won't throw his name out and all that,
Yep.
but I went to go visit him, and I recorded him, and he didn't even recognize me. I said, "Hey, this PP, this Jacob, not even Stitch. I'm Jacob. This he was a world champion, badass dude. This is
God,
Jacob. Hey, look, Jacob, man. I cried, and I left, and I told his son, I don't want to see him no more. I want to remember him the way we were, not the way he was. It was heartbreaking,
that is, man.
and there's many like that. There's many like that. So that's if anything, that's I'm going to try to teach as long as I can. That's how I want my legacy to be ended. That
Fuck yeah, man.
I made this game safer.
Touching
And
on
it's the right thing to do.
oh man, touching on that, I because I've seen you do interviews with everyone. I just want to thank you again, just because you are so about sharing the knowledge, right?
Yeah,
And going back to that, you definitely would have been successful regardless of how it went. But I want to go back to you asking that one cut man all those years back about, hey, how you do this, and he tells you, fuck you, I'm not going to share my secrets. I'm just saying, imagine if you went with him and not got stuck, but just learned from him and went that route as opposed to creating your whole new route that everyone follows now. It's pretty amazing how one man could, and potentially that might have not been the point where you made that decision to go
it
into this
was.
yourself.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. It was that one sentence
It was
that
that
created
one
this.
moment, and years later working with Andre Ward, and I've told this
Yeah, of
story like I told you before,
course.
hundreds of times in interviews. Not once have I mentioned his name, and now I go back to Oakland with Andre Ward, where we're from, and I've gotten bigger, and Andre Ward gotten bigger, and he forgot about it. Now him and his son want to take pictures with me, so I put my arms around him. I said, "All right, fuck you. I
No
got you.
way.
Thank you because of you, I am here." And so there's two people that kind of changed confirmed my way of living. Randall Cunningham, the Eagles just won. He was a quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, but he's from here. And 30 years, I've been here 30 years. Before that, I came from kickboxing here with Dennis Alexio.
Yeah,
And after the fights, they had an after fight party. And me and my three brothers, I'm still Jacob, bro. I'm not even Stitch. I'm Jacob, and we're talking to Randall Cunningham. And this guy, hey, man, Randall, come here, man. Let me introduce you to these guys. And he goes, hold on. He goes, let me finish talking to these guys. And man, I never felt so important in my life. And he's
and
a pastor. He's a pastor here in Las Vegas. And I've never met him. I've told this story hundreds of times. And my brother
yeah.
said, you got to go to this church because he has his own church and let him know. I said, no, I'm going to run into him one of these days. Like I ran into him that day and just let him know that, you just kind of reaffirmed that this is how you want to treat people.
Look at that, right in the comments. Stitch was the only cut man that would speak to me 16 years ago when I started my cut woman journey. Tamray the cut woman. Look at that.
Yeah. Hey, man.
No, man, it's amazing. It really is amazing,
It's
man.
not that hard, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
listen, when you break life down, it's not that hard.
no, no.
I've been I've been blessed with some great, 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 great opportunities,
Mhm.
and if you give me about 15 seconds, I'm going to share something with you that only my family has seen because this happened yesterday. Can you give me 15 seconds? I'll be right back. No, blow your mind, bro.
Let's
Hold
go.
on.
No rush.
You are going to be the first one in the whole world to see this, bro. So I just got back yesterday and I have some friends in North Dakota that are real good friends with me. And yesterday, well, I went over there Friday for signings and all that. But yesterday, with the medicine man and all that stuff, it's the Eureka. Uh, Shit, I screwed up the name. Arakari tribe,
Yeah.
Arikara tribe, and they're there with MHA and all that. So yesterday, before I came home, they brought me in, adopted me as one of their members, and I got to show you this, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this. It's a headband.
Oh, no way,
Look at
dude.
that, bro. Bro, look at that.
That is fucking gorgeous.
Look at that. And you're the first one to see it, man. I thought, look at
Oh,
that. You don't think that
God,
blew
man.
my mind? And then that was one of the day before. That was Saturday, and yesterday they gave me the war bonnet, and where it's only given to the people respected as chiefs, and my Arikara name is Red Buffalo.
Dude.
Badass. I swear to God, bro.
I grew up on reserves. I grew up for the first 7 years of my life. It was three separate
Yeah.
reserves. My nana
It,
is full Cree, so I know the whole how sacred that
it,
is. For that's beautiful.
it made me cry, bro. You know,
Wow.
when I got this, I got a knife made out of flint, deer horn, and of course medallion and yeah, but the blanket, I got the blanket, and they're sending that to me because this it packs up real easy. But yeah, you don't think it blows my mind, bro? That's why it's always been. And the thing with all you guys, they're all nice people,
Fuck
and
yeah.
we all got a history.
Yeah, man.
And so I told for me it was a very spiritual moment. And when the medicine man, me and Leonard Hosey, he's telling me looking up in the sky, the stars, and I've always believed in the stars.
Yeah.
I had taken ayahuasca,
Fuck
so I got deep into this shit, right? And
yeah, man.
just to be awarded and respected like that is mind blowing. But giving back, that's the whole story,
It surpasses
and
boxing, man. It surpasses it
it's natural.
100%.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's gorgeous. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. You're the first one, bro, worldwide. Yeah, I just showed it to my daughter just when she dropped off my grandson just an hour ago outside of my wife.
Fuck,
So you're like number three.
appreciate that, man. That's amazing.
And you have to share. How do you think I felt? It was totally smoked a peace pie, ate the grain, and this that went through the whole ceremony.
Amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. We in a promotion that we work with in Canada here, they have some headdress. They have some dancers doing their war cry on the walkout. I get the shivers. And the one guy that did win the tournament down there, they awarded him the headdress too. And it is
Oh, that's
beautiful.
cool.
It truly is beautiful, man. Especially
Yeah.
combining the two. I at one this is just a dream of mine, but at one point I'd love to see a promotion that takes the Cree, the Lakota, the Blackfoot, the Mohawks, everyone, and have them fight each other like they did back then. Have a fight promotion that did that. That's just in my zany back of my mind thing. In a purely who is the best warrior, because that's what they did back then. That's a
Yeah.
whole that's a whole nother thing.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I figured. I
So
figured. That's
yeah,
we're too different nowadays to even talk about that.
yeah. No, it's great. As a matter of fact, Mark Fox, that's the chairman, because there's three tribes, MHA, and the Mandan Hidatsa, and Arikara,
Mhm.
and I got adopted into the Arikara. But Mark is the chairman of all three, and they have what they call the Master of Seniors Boxing, and he boxed 2 years ago, and I wrapped his hands and worked in had him put his war bonnet on and all that shit. So it's going to happen again on the 22nd, and there's another guy. So yeah, just having fun and giving back.
So you go from Tony the Tiger Lopez
Yeah,
with Julio Cesar Chavez to where you are today, and it
yeah,
continues, and it's just another day. The I shouldn't say it's just another. It's another beautiful day.
yeah,
One thing that you're and I love this too is that you've never had to ask for a job.
yeah,
It's just been this beautiful flow. And if you look, I'll go back to Forrest Gump for God's sakes. The randomness of the feather that kind of
yeah, yeah.
seems how it's been for your career in this sense, in the most beautiful way. Um,
Unbelievable.
it's unbelievable, man. And going right back to boxing here with this, yeah, yes, hit me.
The other thing that just happened Friday, and I told my wife about it yesterday, and I'm reading a new Mike Tyson script for a movie,
Okay,
and this one though I like it. The producer called me,
yeah,
hey man, I want you in this movie, and they're getting great reviews and all. But it's about the first trainer to start training Mike Tyson
oh
when he
sure,
was like 13, on to the time where when he was training with custom model. So
okay,
this was the unsung hero, and it's a fascinating story. So anyway, I thought I'd let you know on that, and I'm reading the script, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that's a beautiful story because he never got the credit.
no,
He was the first one to light the match. Even Mike Tyson in interviews is saying how he saved my life and this and that. He gets the credit behind the scenes, even with custom model, but the public doesn't know.
I don't
You know,
even know,
you
man.
like you. I didn't know either.
What's
Bobby
it?
Stewart.
Bobby Stewart.
Yeah, that's not the name of the movie.
Okay,
That's
but that's
I
the
just tell you I'm reading. I just tell you I'm reading the script, bro.
That's beautiful, man. I
So
was about
yeah,
to ask, and I do hope you do get that gangster role one day. I still would love to see you in a gangster role. I
me
know that's
too.
up there.
Shit, man, maybe in this movie.
But
Hell, who
who knows,
knows?
eh?
Yeah, yeah, I'm ready for that, man.
Yeah, yeah. I could see you. You'd be a great bookie. You'd be a great bookie. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Don't
yeah,
fuck with
I'll
him.
do anything, man. Just put me in the bad side.
Okay, so couple quick things. Couple quick things. Super Bowl. How was that for you yesterday?
I spent it in the plane. I was coming home
Oh
from
shit, that's right.
North
That's right.
Dakota. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just seen there was a guy that's sitting in front, and he has his laptop open, and in the little corner he has the game, and I saw it was 22-40 at the end, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
just
Okay. Benavides Morel. Great fight. We'll call it a foursome of Benavidez, Crawford, Canelo, and Jake Paul. Who would have thought that those names would be in the same conversation 3 years ago?
yeah, hey man, it's everything is marketing 101,
Yeah.
and performance. And they go hand in hand. And right now, this is the peak of the peak of the peak.
Mhm.
So how can you play it like that? Social media has a lot to do with it.
It does big time.
Economics with Turkey has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the main thing. So
That's a big
yeah,
one. Derek Chisora he had a great fight the other night. He had a big cut. I was thinking of you watching that, and it's his last dance in the UK. And
yeah.
how sad would it have been to see him get have the fight stopped? I know he was up on points, but to have that stopped, and there was a moment where you could tell the doctor was thinking about it, and he didn't, and it was a beautiful moment.
And he won the fight.
And he won the fight. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
well, good for him.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
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 Um,
No, those are memories.
Yeah, it is. It is. Have you worked an in-away fight? Have you been on that side of it at all?
Well, last year, it's for like 10 years in a row, bro. My final fight of the year has always been New Year's Eve in Tokyo,
Okay.
whether it's for MMA or boxing, because they always have major shows there, right?
Yeah.
But not in a way. We fought on the Kazuta Ioka,
Yeah.
was semi-main the last time in a way, not the last time we fought, the last time or 2 years before in Tokyo,
That
but
guy's
no, never on the same card. Different promoters with the Japanese fighters I work with.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Man, well, you got a lot coming up, man. I know
yeah,
you're busy, and I do appreciate the time, Stitch, and it's just incredible that first off, what you can tell as soon as you talk with you, man, is your main thing is giving back, and the
yeah.
sport it's just like training. You get what you give into it, so I'd really appreciate you, dude. Really do.
Hey man, I always said, even when I left home to come here to follow my dreams, I said, look, man, I'm taking a bus. If you want to get on the bus, let's go, man, because I'm going with or without you, bro.
Taking
So
that
whatever it
loss.
takes,
Did
you
we
gotta
get?
enjoy
Yeah,
life, bro.
yeah.
And now to get get something like a headpiece like this, and then I'm gonna get the old other chief one, and they're mailing in the blanket, and it's remarkable. It's been a good life, and I'm just warming up.
Last question. Last question.
Yeah.
Did tie stitch ever become a thing?
Here we go, bro. Tomorrow morning, I got a 9 o'clock flight to Northern California. I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you this story. You got a little time?
I got
You got
time.
time? I got time.
I
All
got
right.
time.
I'm going to tell you, I'll give you another breaking news. So, when I was I'm from the Bay Area originally, right? So, the UFC had a show in Sacramento, and I used to live, my school of kickboxing was in Fairfield, an hour away. So, but we had a show in Sacramento, and this one guy came up to me, Ian Dixon, and he says, "Look, I have this new tape. Can you try it out and let me know what you think?" And it was called War Tape,
Mhm.
right? And yeah, of course, yeah, let me do it. And so I did it. So you could do this and do that. I gave him some suggestions, and he started carrying it. And then he started sponsoring me with Bad Boy and with Tap Out first, and Bad Boy first. So I got a one that says, Stitch Premium, Tap Out by War,
Yeah.
and then one for Bad Boys. So, historical. Anyway, um, I hadn't seen him in a bit, and he was going to sue the people because a guy, his partner, ripped him off early in the career, and that's why I decided, fuck it, I'll do my own tape, Stitch Premium Athletic Tape. I said I show them everything they know, but not everything I knew. So I put mine and made it water repellent, and I
Shit.
got my name on it. But anyway,
Yeah.
long story short to that is I've always supported Ian
Yeah.
because he got burnt, plain and simple, and so I had told him about tie stitch last time we spoke, a while back. So I kind of checked on him on this lawsuit, and he sent back, you know what? I ain't gonna spend 10 grand just to get satisfaction that this and that. It's all right. Well, don't worry about it, man. So then he asked me about tie stitch. So anyway, it turns out I'm gonna let you know what's up. So I'm going tomorrow. Is there? I met with people the day before I spoke to Ian. Or the day after, I was gonna meet these guys here in Vegas about tie stitch, and we had met before, and we were gonna meet again. But then I talked to Ian, and he's like high end in this cannabis industry, like big time. And he has Little Chief as his line, but a super super good guy. And he got burnt. But he said, "Stitch, how's it going?" I said, "Good, man." I said, "Look, here's what I'm doing now. There's a new thing, CBDA, and it's at this point by the law it's considered hemp, but you can interstate traffic. But once you burn it at 200 degrees, it gets rid of the A and it becomes cannabis.
Oh shit.
So yeah. So that's the big thing that he says the millionaires are doing, and all the big people, that are the big names, Tyson and all these guys. So I'm gonna go meet with them and see if we could incorporate Ty Stitch with that, and then also Stitch Premium Rolling Papers, bro. The best rap in town,
Oh,
right? It's the best rap in town.
you got to be
Yeah.
joking. That's the best. That's a no-brainer right there. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
That fits
No,
perfect.
no, of course. One of the things I'm a master of marketing, but Ian is I have so much more confidence working with Ian. He's already established. He said this, you know, and I'd rather go work with him than the people that I met with, right? And this was more of the business. Ian is it's business and pleasure, and so my wife are going up there tomorrow to talk to him, and then together we'll talk to these people in Vegas about getting them as our customers.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Fucking love
So
it.
I'm glad you asked about that, and yeah. So it's been a blessing, man. And my documentary, just say I left Friday, Thursday. The producer sent what they call cut one or one step or whatever to Elizabeth's proposal from the Creed production people because they're helping us take it to Amazon, and then she'll give an approval and whatever it takes on their business, and then we'll put it out in the market. So.
Anything on Creed 4?
You know what? You're the second person to ask today, right? And that's. I hope to hear soon. I don't think I'm looking probably at the earliest 2 years.
Okay.
It's normally like a 3-4 year gap
Yeah.
in between the movies, and then I know because Michael just finished doing a movie with Omar Miller, Sinners,
Okay.
Supposed to be real suspenseful, scary. Ryan Coogler wrote and directed it.
Oh shit, I'll check
And
that out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Michael just finished that, and so I expect within 2 years I'll hear something for sure.
Nice, man.
You know, and and so yeah,
Well,
you
enough
know.
time to do a gangster film in between, just in case you don't get that role. So
Hey, it might be this Mike Tyson movie because this is going to take place. She Mike's what in the 60s, 70s.
in the
You know, it could,
Catskills, yeah, that's gonna be full
yeah,
again,
yeah,
hundred
yeah, I could
percent.
be Italian. Shit, I could be Italian gangster.
Fuck
You
yeah,
know,
man.
yeah, 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 that'd be cool. You
God
know,
damn.
so yeah. But it was funny, man. I'll finish up with this. I was doing an interview and the guy asked a question. And I said the same, yeah, yeah, want to be a gangster or something like that. He said, why don't you become something like a teacher or a policeman or a doctor? And I said, oh shit, you're right, man. But not one time. Just give me the gangster look.
You've almost got everything on there, honestly. Cannabis industry, boxing,
Yeah.
fucking movie star. Just got to get into that gangster side. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I got a percentage, small percentage of Old Bison. It's a bourbon vodka uh, drinks that Carl Malone, basketball player, and some of the natives from North Dakota are involved in.
Fuck
So
yeah.
they brought me in as as the face, I guess.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
yeah,
Oh,
just
I will. Before I do let you go, I'll keep you updated. I'll give you plenty of notice, and we'll fly you out and all that for that big fight night we're gonna have out here, if you're interested there. So would be
yeah,
good to have you as a guest. I'll give you more info. We were the precursor to one championship there, so we got a couple of good guys fighting in one already, and
yeah.
it's been great to see the growth of all combat sports around the world, and just have more people, like yourself, really educate fucking everyone from the fighter to the promoter to a coach to a cutman to
To the
everyone.
fans. Yeah, even the fans.
Goddamn right.
They have to understand that, and yeah, of course, man. I enjoy doing these events from here on, bro. It just gets better, better, and better. So we'll see what's up, but yeah,
Amazing,
look
brother.
forward to it, man. We'll do it again.
Appreciate you, Stitch. Really do, man. You enjoy your time, and God bless. Take care, brother.
All right, my man. Thanks. All right, goodbye.
Cheers.